Hello, Hannah. Thank you for the time. Could you just tell us what's the been the biggest key to this team's success early on?
I think that we are all on the same page, that we are always developing our style of play and not playing like we are really playing our type of football and how we want to play it, and we are developing that from game to game, and we're all on the same page in the team. And yeah, I think that has been one of the biggest successes for us.
How would you describe that style of play and what do you enjoy about it?
I really enjoy that we are keeping the ball. We are always seeking numerical advantages on the field, trying to progress forward. We are combining with each other and yeah, just having fun when we're playing.
And could you talk about the defensive performance this last weekend, playing down a player and still being able to play very well defensively in that second half?
Yeah, I feel like last weekend was a great game mentality-wise for us. We knew that it was going to be hard, and we stayed in the game for really long and had the lead till the very end. But yeah, we also said that it's only one ball out there, and by keeping the ball, like if we keep the ball, they won't have the ball. So that's also one of our biggest strength to keep the ball. And we knew that like we didn't just wanna play it long and try to sit back and defend in our penalty box the whole game because we were one man down. We wanted to be stay brave and keep the ball because we know that if we have the ball, they can't score. And so it was both like a really good mentality mindset of defending with our bodies and defending with our putting our bodies on the line and also being brave and keeping the ball.
Thank you.
Tony, all you.
Thank you for the time. Hannah, a lot of what's been seen from San Diego Wave and their success comes down to the chemistry. And can you talk a little bit about what's helped this San Diego Wave team build that chemistry, build a culture? And it looks like you guys are just honestly having fun out there.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that is something that's growing still, like since the preseason started, that connections and chemistry just like keeps growing and we keep developing that. But I think that yeah, we have a really good like positive vibe in the team, and we like to hang out and do stuff with each other, and I think that's a really big part of it as well, that yeah, we're building connection with each other and getting to know each other like both on and off the field. So
And who are those players that you've connected with now? New players coming in, players that you haven't really talked to maybe last year or coming into this year. Who are those key components? You know, your some of your pals now that are really connecting, whether it's in training or now on the pitch during the 90.
no, I feel like all of I really enjoy spending time with all my teammates, and there are a lot of like important players coming in this year to like help us get the group together. Like Kenza, for example, I think that she has been so important for the team and getting us together both off the field, but like especially on the field in the midfield. Like the work she does is so important for us. But yeah, for myself, I obviously really enjoy playing with Delphine, and I think we have a good connection. Like I know what she wants, and I know what she needs on the field from me because she has some strengths in her play that we really need to use. So I feel like we have a good connection in like knowing each other. And obviously there's the players around me like Ken. And yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys. We'll have Jonas next. We are back. Oh, make sure you're in frame. All right, does anyone have a question they want to kick it off with? I'll make sure we're framed up. Abraham, you can kick it off. Go ahead.
Hey, Jonas, thank you for the time. Could you just talk us through what it was like to watch the game, not necessarily on the sidelines, and did you enjoy that experience?
That's a good question. You know what, parts of it I think it really was a game of two halves. I think we came away from the first half quite disappointed with our performance in being like we have higher standards on ourselves in the way we should build up through Portland's pressure. We should be better in our attacking transitions. While we thought our defending organization was solid and there was a lot of good things there, like attacking wise, we have a lot higher demands on ourselves. Then obviously the game changed drastically with having a player sent off, and we needed to adapt to that. And the second half, I think, was a real display of grit and determination and passion from the team in just how much it means to us, and that part filled me with a lot of pride in the way that we took on a really adverse situation and tried to make the best out of it. And I mean, we were basically one kick away from getting the 3 points. So in a perfect world, that's how it would have ended. But I can't fault the determination and passion and the commitment in the second half, and I think that's really something we can build on.
How important is it to see that kind of grit and determination from your team?
I think it's a massive ingredient if you want to be a successful team, that you need to have that. Then of course you need to have quality in what you're doing as well. But I don't think you just can do with one or the other. You need both. So I think that was really good, and it sets the standards for us as a team, how we handle those situations going forward, and what our baseline is from a work rate perspective, from a culture perspective, and that was a real positive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tony, you got anything? Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Jonas. With now going into the season, there's obviously more film on your team, just as there is enough plenty of film on your opposing teams. As you go through the season, how do you build and really prepare for upcoming games, knowing that there is a play style that you're sticking to, while also paying attention to how the other teams are moving into their own play style?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we see in some games, and this is a good learning opportunity for us, is be like Portland obviously adapted and did some things differently that they haven't done really like that so far this season against us, because they felt they needed to do that in their defense to deal with our structure. So that that's obviously good for us, talking about being like more mature as a team, because we get exposed for new situations and that forces us to adapt and to become better. I mean, we do the same thing. We also look at the opponent, and sometimes we adapt things, and sometimes we feel like our way can be good enough to deal with their structure and the problems that they try to cause the opposition. So I think this is what makes the game interesting. It's very dynamic, and teams will adapt. And I think as a complement to some things we've been doing, I think we have to expect that the teams will be adapting to solve that. And it just means that we need to create San Diego Wave 2.0 version of dealing with those situations.
And then as you see Kimi Ascanio developing into this new striker role and just really kind of coming into her own, how fun is it to really be able to see that growth day to day and pay dividends as she herself is a very young player as well?
Yeah, I think Kimi as an player, I think she's very talented. I think she combines that talent with a really good work ethic. She works so incredibly hard every single day in practice, and I think that's a really important characteristics of any young player that wants to develop into being a top player. Then right now we've been playing her as a nine, but with Kimi, I see she can fit a lot of different positions in the way that we play, and I think time will tell what position she will sort of make as her own.